I was aware of him from when I was a little girl. My dad was very much into history and culture, and I remember him always talking about this violinist from Vieux Fort, from Bellevue, he used to say. And in those days we didn't have all the things that we have now where you could easily tape stuff, and at the time everybody just knew he was a great violinist. And I think my dad also said that he also used to play the quattro before he played the violin, and he was just one of those people who played music by ear. He could just listen to something and just play it.
Our community, I should say, our community in the time of Creole, this is one of the biggest community of culture in Saint Lucia. When it comes to music, this is the actual background of music, cultural music of Saint Lucia. Dancer. Speed up.
The tribute itself just says to me that these musicians and that our culture and everything that surrounds it is not forgotten.
So I used to go out with Rameau, listen to him, love his style, playing unique. The way he held his bow, not scratchy, but plain. You could hear the sound come out neat. And I said, this is very good. Why shouldn't I emulate that?
One of the nicest evenings I've ever had in terms of honoring a cultural icon. And I was so happy that it was done in his hometown. It just had so much meaning. You looked around and you could see that the people who were there were full of pride. What was a real joy for me was to see the younger generation playing with Rameau, playing Rameau's songs.
Because you know, a musician will always be a musician. When you have music, your fingers will ache you. And you can see in his eyes that what he was doing before, he's unable to do it now, and he's aching to see if he can join to continue it. Because the passion he had for the culture, it remains with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why they used to call him the Mapipi, Rameau Poleon.
I think he has played a tremendous role in bringing cultural music and folk music to the forefront. When you heard about folk music, you heard about Rameau Poleon and Cesen Descartes. And these two were the only names you heard. And they consistently did music and played music. They never stopped. Nothing deterred them, even if there were not a bunch of people doing it. They believed, and you can feel that in when they sing and when Cesen sings and when Rameau Poleon plays, you can feel that energy. You can feel that this is not just something I'm doing. This is something I love. And this is something that means something to me. And for me, this is just something that all young people who are musicians could look up to and take that into consideration when you do music.
I think that we need to start teaching the violin to kids from very young. There are kids who have an aptitude for learning musical instruments. They just have this joy. And I mean, I would not say that the music is dead. I would say that it needs a lot more work where generations like mine can actually push it and make it sexy for the young people.
My grandfather used to play violin. I remember very well. He told me he learned to play the violin on a string on the house, on a board on the house, and that is exactly how he was showing me how to play it. He tied the string to the board tightly, and you feel, because the violin has no frets, so you have to feel the notes.
When I was selected to do this tribute to Rameau Poleon, I was happy for many reasons. It brought me back to Bellevue, which is where he was born, and my family, a lot of my family still live there. And I was happy to go back there and get a sense of everything, of the culture that I grew up understanding and I grew up in. And for me, it was just an honor to be able to sing his music.
Jardin moi, tout le monde a dit c'est fou, joy cabin fou, joy permettre la en jardin moi, tout le monde a ouais c'est fou, joy cabin fou, je vais pas moi la bonne, je vais pas moi, je vais pas moi la bonne, je vais pas moi, je vais pas moi la bonne, je vais pas moi, je vais pas moi ça qui a peine à vivre, joy dans son joy, il est élevé.
Oh, I think everybody knows that he is like they call him Papa Kilty. He is like the grandfather of our music. He has a way of only playing, it's almost like perfection. He wants perfection, and he's just one of those people that a lot of other musicians looked up to as the person that they could emulate in terms of the violin. And he was always very gracious in terms of wherever people wanted him to play and so on. And I think he did 1 or 2 tours for Saint Lucia. I'm not sure, I'm not absolutely sure about that. All I remember is making sure that wherever Rameau played, I wanted to be. He has, every musician has their own kind of feel, their own kind of touch, their own kind of sound. Rameau had his own kind of sound, his own kind of talent he used to make the violin speak.
The people were energetic. I mean, it was crowded that night. And every song we sang, because it was a group of ladies, and every song we sang, they sang with us. They knew it, they danced. And it was truly amazing to be on stage and get that kind of reception for music that was done so long ago and that people still appreciated, and that you were on stage bringing it out to them and helping them remember this song, remember who sang that, and Rameau Poleon, and just knowing that he appreciated what you were doing because you were really honoring him and saying thank you for your music.
So, the legacy goes on, and everybody from the community embraces it. Everybody knows it. It's a pity that the music is still not alive now, not going on. You understand? So, but the community love it.
Moi, dis Rameau, il vient de jouer ça. Moi, je ne peux pas dire non, Rameau, laisse-moi, il vient de jouer.